At full speed, the Porsche does not enter the tunnel, it attacks it. Inside the cockpit, speed stops feeling like a number, it becomes pressure. On wet asphalt, the rear tires are not just spinning, they are negotiating with physics. At this speed, 1 inch is the difference between control and disaster. The tunnel is behind it, but the Porsche is only getting faster. The price is not only for speed, it is for control at speed. This is not transportation anymore. This is private jet energy on 4 wheels. Unlike most sports cars, the weight sits behind the driver, and that changes everything. The expensive part is not what you see, it is everything working underneath. Power is easy to advertise. Control is what makes it expensive. Behind the driver, a flat 6 wakes up in the wrong place for comfort, but the perfect place for grip. The turbos do not wait for power. They force the engine to breathe harder. Boost is not just air, it is pressure being forced into the engine. Inside the flat 6, boosted air becomes controlled explosions. The explosion moves the piston, but the crankshaft turns that force into torque. Every pulse that leaves the exhaust started as pressure inside the engine. Before the Porsche launches, it loads the entire car like a spring. Before the tires move, the Porsche is already deciding where every pound of torque should go. The Porsche does not wait for the rear tires alone. It sends power forward, before the launch even begins. Before the launch happens, the rear tires are already carrying the violence. When launch control releases, the Porsche does not waste power. It converts it into grip. Most cars fight for traction, the Porsche leaves with it. Speed is impressive in a straight line, but corners reveal the truth. Because the engine sits behind the driver, the rear tires carry more than power. They carry the weight. The slide begins before you feel it, and the Porsche corrects it before it grows. At this speed, control is not one big movement. It is hundreds of tiny corrections. The Porsche does not look fast from far away. You only understand it when the camera gets close. For one moment, the Porsche almost runs out of grip, then the system pulls it back. Speed is only impressive if the structure can protect you when it goes wrong. In a crash, energy does not disappear. The car has to decide where it goes. The front of the Porsche is designed to lose the fight, so the cabin can survive it. Before the driver can move forward, the Porsche has already reacted. The crash destroys everything around the cabin, so the cabin can protect what matters. But engineering decides how much of that danger reaches you. After the crash science, after the engineering, the Porsche returns to the road. Even the exhaust sounds controlled until the turbos start breathing fire. The real engineering begins when the Porsche has to stop. From outside, it looks smooth. From this close, it looks almost impossible. The Porsche does not need to look violent, because precision can be just as terrifying. The Porsche disappears into Europe, but somewhere in the rain, another legend is waiting. Which machine should we dissect next? Nissan GTR.